kind of a safe pick because his biggest counter is Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage is gone. And now they're just banning the counters for Ember Spirit, I think. So Spirit Breaker is a good counter for Ember.
I mean, Zeus is really good against Enigma. Like, really good if they play pause 5, or they could go on mid. I have seen Sen5 play, I think I've seen Castaway play or Aghanim play Ember Spirit safe lane, but I'm kind of feeling the Zeus pause 5 to just deal with the Enigma. And also Zeus does a lot of right click damage, so the Fate Ball in the early game isn't as hectic as Fate Ball in like a CM or something, because he does like 63 damage or something.
Yeah.
And then the Arc Lightning is really good against the Eidolons.
Yeah, and the Arc Lightning is also, for example, if you get Fate Bolted and you get the attack damage reduction, it doesn't really affect Arc Lightning, and that's how Zeus mainly gets CS in lane.
Just looking at the bans from WRG, they banned Clockwork, Nyx Assassin, Tusk. So they're all really good hero with like a really reliable stunt just to stop the Enigma.
Yeah, unfortunately they let Oracle go through, and Sin5's Oracle is very dangerous.
Sin5 Oracle? What do they pair it with?
Like
the Huskell or like the Ember Spirit?
They don't really combo the Oracle too much. It's just the player that plays Pos 5 is insane on that hero.
I'm just worried if they do play Oracle Pos 5, that doesn't really deal with the Eidolons. It does purge the Fate Bolt though, but I'm still worried about the Eidolons. So I'm not too sure, because even if Ember Spirit goes Pos 1 with the Oracle, the Eidolons still going to be a problem because you might slide, but it does barely any damage inside the creep wave. So you have to like arrange your slide just to hit the Eidolons and not like any other creeps. You get penalty.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what their plan is for that Oracle and Ember Spirit.
I mean, WRG are looking to pick like a really fast-paced line because this Enigma is definitely going to go for Necrobook, and then all like Greaves. I think Necrobook 3, Necrobook 2 maybe Greaves. And then they just keep going. They hit the time in like 25 minutes.
Legion Commander. That's a good counter for the Ember, actually. Slaughter is just a good hero in general.
Are picking so quick.
Yeah, they have a plan and they know what they want to do.
So quick. Like, they haven't used any of the reserve times. It's like WRG are thinking about their picks and then instantly they pick the LC and then instantly Sin5 is like, oh, we know how to counter this. But that could, I don't know, like, we have seen MD play mid LC, and it is possible for Enigma Pos 3. But if the lanes are really flexible.
Yeah, especially in this new meta. Anyone can go anywhere.
The good thing about the LC, if she does go offlane, is that she can tank a lot of the harass from the Ember Spirit slides. Because how Ember Spirit kills you is that he slides you from 100% HP to like 70 or 60% HP, and then he just goes on you. So it's a lot of chip damage.
Yeah. So we've just been told that Sin5 has run an Aghanim Zeus safe lane.
Dire team ban.
Almost anything can work.
PA. I like it actually. PA can pop Zeus. Yeah, PA can pop Zeus and Oracle and Ember very quickly.
It depends on. Obviously, RDK is playing the PA, or it could be MD mid with the PA. I don't know, but definitely the pause one would definitely have to find the Oracle first, because if he goes on the Zeus, you just get saved for the Oracle, and then PA, if you don't have BKB again, even if it's a pause 4 Zeus or pause 5 Zeus or whatever, he still does a lot of magical damage to a PA. So he kind of needs to find the PA needs to be the last guy in the fight, and he needs to find the Oracle first and then jump on the Zeus. But that's depending on if the Slaughter doesn't catch. The PA.
I would just like to point out that there's someone that has gotten through all the bans so far, and that is OD.
Yeah.
There you go.
OD would be really good for Sin5 against like PA, LC, Enigma.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure WRG, like, you can't not ban heroes like Nyx, OD, Puck, and then like Monkey King are like so meta right now. You can't not have those things in mind when you're drafting. So
yeah. Well, they did ban OD out, so they also agreed that it would have been really good for Sin5. Banning out the Shadow Fiend.
What does WRG pick? I think that's definitely a Pos 5 But it could be a that still could be a mid LC, and then they put in Enigma offlane and they play like Shadow Demon or something.
DP. Oh,
My
I
favorite
like
hero.
it.
Dude, 75 are pickies.
Grimstroke.
Grimstroke mid? Oh,
Grimstroke mid.
never mind. No, never mind. Cosplay Aghanim has already selected. So
this is a pos 1 Slaughter and a pos 3 Zeus. It's like, no, they're playing Zeus pos 4. Dota and Dire is their pos 4 player.
yeah, Aghanim and Schlinks. That's
Ah. Okay, sorry, I got confused because Dota and Dire played a Clockwork in a game, so it looks like Zeus is pos 3. So it's going to be...
And does look to be a MD mid.
All right, well, we'll see what Sinister 5 is going to go for. Our analysts are just giving us a whole bunch of different lanes that they could be doing, so yeah. So Sin 5 plays every lane with every hero, is what he says, so we're going to have to see in the game. Do you have a draft that you favor, Mars?
I really like WRG just because they have the LC and DP. But just looking at how quick Sin 5 didn't use any of their reserve time to pick any of this. So I'm afraid for like maybe this is exactly what Sin 5 prepared for. Like they didn't take any time in their reserve time to counter pick or to think of a strat to counter pick. So they just picked instantly, and their draft seems strong, but it seems is really confident. But I have to go with WRG. I just feel like their draft is more easier to execute.
Yeah, I also like the WRG draft. PA is just going to have an absolute beast of a time if she manages to get ahead. So Sin 5 needs to watch out for that.
Well, it depends. Obviously, RDK has to jump the Arca and Zeus in the background, but knowing Sin 5, they should know this, and Aghanim should be playing with the backlines in the first place. They just let the Ember Spirit create some space or whatever, and then someone needs to stay in the backlines to protect these these really squishy backlines.
Sorry. Yeah. I think if you hold the Slaughter on reserve, he can kind of go against the PA just because of the Slithering Crush.
Slaughter is a big problem because it's a big problem for PA. It's a big problem for DP. Honestly, not as much because she can just purge. She can just purge it, but like for DP, if this is a positive DP, if you just even if level 1 corrosive haze, if you try to go in, Petunia will realize that he won't be as tanky as like when he has all his armor. So that's something he needs to be really careful of because on they have a lot of burst damage and also a lot of right click.
So just looking at the itemization so far, it looks like Aghanim is going to be the off lane, Zeus is going to be the mid, and then Castaway is going to be their pos 1 Ember.
It's like really weird. Like I don't know. Oh wow. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Like it's either they Sin 5 or underestimating WRG, or they completely know how to play this, like counter WRG. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Well, here's the smoke coming in from Sin 5. They're going to be sharking around and going to go into WRG side of the map.
They don't have the easiest first blood. They have to channel it first with the W, with the Oracle, and then Aghanim needs to get really close. But like Petunia's bot gathering information with this ward, and he just bot and he doesn't see anyone. So
RDK has found them.
No, he should stay hidden in the tier 1 tower because Petunia gathered all the information they needed, and now MD sees Aghanim. Yeah. It's gonna take so much damage.
And here comes the crush as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be
a
lot
of
damage.
Zeus is in the background with the lightning bolts.
Oh, the blocks?
The blocks from Aghanim. Alright.
Stroke of Fate. So much damage.
Yeah, but here comes Harry with Self.
Yeah, it's never what you want because Harry kind of really needs that Self against in that bottom lane. But you have to give it to MD because he was expecting Aghanim for them to venture so far. into
So-
the jungle.
Do you think Sin 5's going to go for this tri lane that they've set up for, or do you think they're just going to try knock out a few health points and regen items?
I think they're gonna just
WRC?
knock out some few help in because in the safe lane, the creep wave are always gonna be really close to your tower. So as long as Aghanim pulls the wave under his tower or just like get some, he's gonna get like 3 CS almost guaranteed. So there's no threat for him in the lane, and it's much better to get like repo really low or to zone out repo just because of his Eidolons. So I think bottom lane, Aghanim is fine. He can just pull aggro. He's a really tanky hero.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of damage going out on RDK, so if they did just want to knock a few health points off, they've accomplished that. One of the things to think about is when it comes to last hitting, Legion Commander has a definite advantage against Zeus.
Oh yeah, of course. Zeus has like a lot of damage, but RC just has way more. And on top of that, he has the sustain to deal with the arc lightning for when Dolan and Die CSs. But I'm feeling if it isn't Costaway mid, and MD is a mid player, this mid lane might look really bad.
They're going in on
Dolan.
Harry here. They've got the stun. I think that's first blood. Oh, one?
Huh?
No.
Oh, Pachune, he's gonna take so much damage. Actually, he might even die.
Yeah, I think
Uh-oh.
she's going down as well.
Oh, the
She
magic
does have
stun.
the one? No. Slaughter just smashes your face in so hard in the early game.
I mean, he got so much gold. That was a double kill, right? Double kill, and he's gonna get so close to his Orbital Corrosion, and that lane comes incredibly hard for... Like, even though it is Rubik DP, like, DP has really high movement speed, Rubik has Fateful, Telekinesis. It's just, they have, on the side of just playing against the Slaughter, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
Looking mid lane, MD's still doing really fine on regen, but he is kind of getting tickled down by Dolan. But Dolan doesn't have any regen coming except for the bottle. I mean, MD is ahead of CS, but how much is that going to come when Dolan has way more mana to harass MD with when he has the bottle
Yeah.
coming?
I don't think either team's... Ooh, they're going in on Reaper here on the Enigma. The Inkswell does hit, and Castaway gets slowed by the dagger, so he's not able to actually back up his support on this. Ooh, there might be a courier kill for Doom Bunny. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Ah, nice,
Dire's
got it.
courier has been killed.
And he might get away with it. Yeah, he's fine.
He's chilling.
He's
But
going...
then, is he gonna suicide?
Yeah, he's going to suicide.
Cool.
He could have just TP'd away, but okay.
No. If he TVs away, then he does have TV for top lane. When Cosway gets gone on, he can't help.
Yeah, I suppose.
So in this case, Cosway needs to play a bit more passive, and then wait until his Grimtro's back.
Yeah. The problem for Castaway in this lane as an Ember Spirit is all of the damage coming out from the side of White Rabbit is physical with the dagger and the Eidolons. Malefice
I don't
doesn't
have
really
that
do
much
that.
magical.
Yeah.
The main problem right now is that I don't know how they deal with Cosway deals with these Eidolons by himself. He needs the Grimtroke to
Ooh,
hit
he
these
has a
Eidolons all
gank
the
mid.
time.
Sorry, they're going on the Inkswell. Got them. Telekinesis from Harry. That was a very good TP.
I mean, quick TPs as well. I was looking top and I instantly saw on the minimap that someone TP, but they need to secure the ruins.
Enigma's gonna pay for it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yikes! Maybe I think maybe Repo overestimated like how much damage, how much he was able to tank against the level 2 Flame Guard.
Yeah, bottom, Precious Patina took a lot of damage because of Rubik. Ooh, there's another gank coming in on mid. This is a very aggressive game from these two teams.
But this is a pretty hard gang for Sin 5 because MD can just purge off the Inkswell. Well,
MD
not
just
purge it
didn't
off, but
care.
he can just. I mean, he can just tank through it. Costway top lane.
Yeah,
He-
Castaway
he
is going really low. That's all the physical damage I was talking about. Oh, here comes the dagger. Can they get him? No, they're just gonna leave. He's really low, so he'll have to call in regen, or support will have to call in regen.
I
and
mean, he
has
does
to
have
leave the lane.
bottle. But the thing is that he's instead of getting 2 bottle charges, now Costaway only gets 1 and then.
Oh, Precious Petunia is taking a lot of damage from the slaughter and goes down so quickly.
They're playing. They're playing. Petrinian's playing kind of a bit too aggressive. He has to realize
Snare
that.
and Inkswell, and there goes RDK. Sorry, there's just so much action all over the map. They're going on for Repo, seeing if they can't get him again. Oh, he's calling the Curry as a distraction.
Has been killed.
Well, Doombuddy's taking a lot down from the creeps and the Malefic, but he could be chilling.
Yeah.
Enigma did, like, just looking at his denies, 7 denies, not a lot for Enigma, but all of those 7 denies were of range creep, which the reason why Castaway is not as high level than
As he should
he was
be,
supposed
yeah.
to be. Yeah. He should be like almost like level 6 by now, because Doombuddy has been ganking mid and then like controlling the runes, and then Castaway just been kind of vibing.
Yeah. MD does have duel now, and it looks
Playing
like
super aggressive. He needs to be careful of rotations. And
yeah. There's the 2
TP.
rotation.
Okay. Which reminds me
Maybe-
of the MD Monkey King game, where he forced 3 rotations like mid every 3 minutes.
Doom Bunny was out of position because he cancelled the TP. Now he might pay for it. Here comes another dagger.
Oh, mid lane? MD? Oh, okay.
Oh, he manages to get a duel win.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's actually insane that he went for the deal. Like maybe if Harry was there, he could have maybe gotten insurance with the fatal, but MD is so confident in like his skills that he just instantly knew to deal the Oracle, and then Doden can't really kill him. It's insane. Petrina bottom lane, he might actually get run down.
No.
He has a lot of movement speed though. With the boots
Yeah,
and wind lace.
Yeah, and then also the slow from Spirit Siphon.
Mm.
Does it slow? Dude, they changed. Okay,
No,
not anymore.
they don't slow. It used to slow like 20% or something, I remember.
Yeah, they change it like every patch.
Schlink's mid, he needs to be careful because MD is not afraid to dive tower. Like even if he just dives tower and forces rotations,
Yeah, but,
that's completely
because-
fine for him.
Because of that, RDK is going to die up top. That's why they put Schlink's mid. That's a level 6 for Dodo and Die, so they do have Zeus ult.
No, RDK is not having the best of time. He has 23 CS in 6, and when you have a plus 5 Enigma, when you want the lane to be back, but he's just being, by Cosplay just being so aggressive with the level 3 Flame Shield that he's just, like even if he doesn't, even if creeps are on the tower, Cosplay just like dives in with Flame Shield and just slides and chains him, and RDK actually like let 6 creeps go.
Yeah. He is going to be farming under tower now. MD coming back into mid.
MD
I
has
think-
a lot of CS for 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think pretty much the entire mid game for White Rabbit is going to be off the back of MD.
Yeah, it's always been. If MD it's either for MD for WRG plan, it's either MD dumps his mid and the game is just easy for Harry and RDK, or MD has to play a bit more passive and has to rely on Harry to work with him,
Yeah.
which is like a deadly combo. And then
MD's
RDK
just
just
not
the late
afraid.
game insurance. I mean, he's an LC. He has.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have to worry unless the slaughter rotates in with the.
Ooh,
Grimstroke.
speaking of the slaughter,
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh,
he's got the
scary
Inkswell and the
slaughter.
sprint, and oh, Zeus ult manages to
I
get the
think
kill.
Harry might even be dead because Doom Bunny has the Grim.
Yeah, no, Harry is definitely dead. Holy crap, Bash of the Deep does so much
Well,
damage.
MD needs to be careful here. I don't think he can really man up to Aghanim. Dude, what's
Meanwhile,
happening?
up top, they got a kill on the Enigma. RDK is just farming jungle.
Dire's top tower is under
Jesus.
attack.
I mean, it's a really hard game for RDK. I don't even think he can go for Battlefield, because if he goes for Battlefield, it's way too slow. If he goes for Battlefield, then he needs an instant BKB. So I think he kind of just needs to go for the Death Soul BKB build. There's no way to go for Battlefield. I think it's too slow.
Yeah. He needs to go for the Death Say BKB and then maybe Swift Blink. But that's a lot. The Agi Blink, I forget the actual name of it. I call it Swift Blink. It's called Swift Blink.
I know,
So-
but
So the reason why a lot of people have been going Swift Blink on like pretty much any character that right clicks, because it gives you 50 attack speed and 50 attack damage for 6 seconds. So if you no, but you see the W
RDK
for
top lane.
yeah,
Radiant's middle tower.
she cancelled a crit. I hated when that happened.
Jesus, they're playing so aggressive. Like, and then Petunia just uses the exorcism to, I think, maybe get a kill, but that's not what you want to use for your first exit. You either want a tower or like a kill. Oh no.
Yeah. There are 4 people coming.
Cosplay
in
is here.
Yeah. Enigma just TP'd out.
That's oh my god. That was a 21 charge. MD mid, he's forcing so many rotations.
Yeah, not gonna get the kill.
No. It's just Sen 5 was so quick with the rotations. Like they're not even using their TPs to gank. They're like their heroes just moving like Causeway push out top and he forced RDK away and then he TP'd bots to go gank.
Yeah,
They're like
Harry might pay for it as well. Yeah, no, there's no way he's getting out here.
it's just the rotation on Sen 5 was they're so quick and so clean and it's hard for WRG to predict it because their lanes are shoved in all the time. Junior?
Yeah, Petunia needs to be careful here.
Dire's middle tower
Mid tower
is under
might go
attack.
down, but Sen 5 has let the Calibot die, so this tower is going to be pretty difficult for them to take.
Yeah, one thing that is looking up for WRD is that the Legion Commander does have Blink, so they can engage onto any solo characters they find. But finding a solo character is very hard in this game. Oh, there you go. I don't approve of that.
Oh, MD.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ, that was double arc lightning into
Double
Thunderbolts.
lightning bolts.
But Junior
Oh.
looks to be getting Doom Bunny, but the chain's not up.
Oh, and there comes Andy with the heal.
Junior's chasing, but he's overstepping way too hard.
Jesus.
He's overstepping way too hard.
You know, every time I see Zeus just delete a character, it surprises me, and I don't know why it does. Like, I've been playing this game for 6 years, and his damage is still doesn't look good. Doesn't look right.
I don't know, especially against with the Grimstroke, because you put 2 double arc lightnings and those arc lightnings bounce into each other. It's a lot of magic damage, especially with because you're gonna be unconsistent because Causeway is in your face and then Aghanom's in your face and you can't just ignore Ember Spirit and Slaughter, so you just have to let the Zeus kind of
Radiant's top tower
do
is
damage at the
under
background
attack.
because you have to deal with so many other
Dire's
things.
bottom tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
I think WRG just needs to hold on until RDK manages to get an
Oh, is the
item.
Reaper gonna black hole this?
Oh, he got it!
He
But-
he got him, but he slighted. But Causeway slighted and Remnant's on the high ground.
Is under attack.
Yeah. He got the black hole on Castaway, but they didn't have vision of it, so they didn't
Dual
realize.
damage. Cool.
Extra dual damage for MD.
20 dual damage. It's not as much dual damage as we've seen him against Punk X, but he's like WG has just been out rotated and out map controlled. RDK, he needs to be careful here,
Radiant's
Castaway.
bottom tower has fallen.
Oh,
Oh lord, big things.
no, he's gonna get changed, and now here comes Slaughter. Oh, Harry the Ham's BKB, they managed to blink away. Here's another leash. They need to be careful if Zeus is around. Oh my god, the damage is gonna be insane. Double Slaughter ult.
Does have double damage as well. Jesus.
There's the stun. Manages to chains down. They might have overstayed their welcome though. There's a lot of damage on all of their heroes, but I don't think that WRG can actually take advantage
But
of
they're
it.
fine because the Oracle's here for the heals.
Yeah.
This. I think for WRG they just need to wait for the MD Blade because by how 5-man or 4-man how groupy like Sen 5 are playing, there's no way he's gonna get a solo pick off. And on the side, it's not like he's playing with a Skyrock Mage or with a Zeus or with an Invoker Sunstrike. They don't have the burst damage for the dual damage, even the 5. So I think they just need to wait for the MD Blade Mail to get like a pick off on the Oracle because that's the only way. And then Repo just has to I think he needs to play less around the black one, just play more as around the Malefice because it's really hard for him to get a black hole because he's
Yeah.
just gonna die. It's not even that even Sin 5 have a lot of stuns. It's just he's gonna melt
Dire's
so
bottom
quick.
tower is under
Like
Yeah,
with
they
one
just have a
corrosive
lot of
haze and
damage.
one slide.
They just have a lot of damage. They don't have a lot of disable, but the damage is strong enough.
Doing by
Ooh. Dimbani might be in a bit of a bad
Aghanom
position.
can't really
here.
help him because he's really low HP.
Oh, Aghanom can actually help him with the stun. But this might be a problem. Here comes the rest of WRG. There's the duel in the back line with the Fade Bolt. And Castaway goes down as well. Sorry, Aghanim.
Also, is here. Repo does not have the Black Hole yet.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
god, it's.
They don't really have a lot left. WRG. Ooh. Okay. Harry manages to get away, so it's not a complete disaster, but still not exactly what you'd call a win. Yeah, not stonks. I do think, though, that fight was worth it for WRG. They did get more from it than they lost, especially the fact that they got a dual win.
It's pretty weird. They got the buyback, they got the Slaughter kill, they got the Grimstroke kill, and then they only lost Repo and Petunia. But so I think it's kind of worth it. It's like obviously not optimal because they got the kills and then they kind of overstayed for like 10 seconds and then they just got punished. But it's like it's kills, it's space. RDK to farm. But...
RDK is going Battle Fury.
Yeah, it's a really hard decision because ideally he would have like a more earlier item like a Deso queued up, but then with that bottom fight he
Repo just runs into the entirety of Sin 5. He hated when that happened.
needs to be careful here because Sin 5 are not scared to dive the tower.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stayed. I would have just left. Oh no, here comes. Oh yeah, the damage coming in from Sin 5 as we were talking about. It's not a lot of disable, it's just a lot of damage.
I would have just TP'd out if I was RDK, because if you look at Sin 5, they clearly do not respect like your TP. They're just diving your tier 2s. Maybe even tier 3s at like 14 minutes into the game, so I think I ideally would have wanted to just TP out.
Reaper does have Black Hole, but they did see him come in and they're just going to send it back to base again. Oh, maybe not. No.
They
do have
enough
a DP
damage
ult.
for anything.
Oh
Petunia?
no, and Zeus is right.
Ooh, how did they get the deal damage?
Just managed to get the win. I think Blade Mail helped a lot there.
Definitely, but that was like a milliseconds off. He needs to be careful because he's not as tanky as he thinks to be. Because like the Blade Mail is fine against Castaway and against Aghanim, but against Grimstroke and Zeus, not gonna really help.
Yeah, he does have the 12% magic resist, so he is a bit more tanky than you'd think, but he does need to get something else. Just another tank
item
needs
to kind of back off into his jungle like safely, because if he goes for one away, he's just gonna get like even there he's gonna get dived under his tier 2s, maybe even tier 3s.
Petunia's keeping the bullwhip. Nether Shawl as well.
I'll see dual damage. Oh, that's a ridiculous pick-off by MD.
Yeah, that was a very good pick-off by MD. Managing to get the Zeus, get more dual damage.
I mean, for Sin 5 here, the plan is kind of just wait for Castaway's Deso, and then you can kind of just play around Roshan. You with the slaughter and double damage, with the double damage Hemisphere, and then you just ward up like near the Roshan. But if they come for you, you just pick them off one by one. If they go into the Roche pit, you kind of just do the same thing. So I think that's what Sin 5 is waiting for, just for the Deso on the next time timing for Ember Spirit.
I think so. RDK has committed to the Battle Fury plan. I think it's because WRG just has so much faith that MD can keep this pace up and just hold up until the PA comes online.
I mean, it's a really high risk, high reward play. So I like it. But it's also so risky. It shows great faith that they believe in MD's skill, but it's like that's putting a lot of pressure on one player. And
yeah, I agree.
But I like they have faith in MD to create space for him. So
meanwhile, so
dead again.
Yeah, but I think now WRG knows that Castaway is alone here, so they've smoked up and they're going to go on him as well. So. Oh no. Okay, Castaway sees his life flash before his eyes, but he's not worried.
They're looking to Roche.
Yeah, with
Nigga Black Hole is coming up, but I don't think they can contest this. I mean, Cosway
Yeah.
does have his double damage. Like, the circumstances for them to take the Roshan is either the double damage gets popped or the Deso comes. So, in this case, the double damage comes and they
Yeah, they
can...
They have scanned, but there's nothing they can really do about it. So I think they're just going to try and get the tower while they're rushing.
Yeah, what I would like from WRG is that they push the spot with a bit more harder while they are rushing. Just to get like those 4 more creeps of gold.
Yeah. Fortification Glyph is ready for Radiant, so maybe that's why they don't want to push too hard into this.
Yeah, WRG are going all balls play with, if you just look at Repo, he's going for Blink Dagger. It's not going for like the Arcane Boots or the Force stuff or like the mech. They're going like full high risk, high reward play. Completely relying on MD and Repo to carry.
I don't hate it. Oh, here comes...
I don't hate it, but you have to make the game interesting. You have to like...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. So now
They're
they're...
just lingering bot. I'm not too sure about this.
They're trying to bait Castaway, and then MD is going to jump in and duel him. That's the plan, at least. Oh no, but here comes the
Nah,
TP
they
boots
need
from
it.
Boots and Oracle. No, they need to leave.
Oh, Jesus
nice.
Christ. Also, he's
Oh,
taking
and
so
Castaway
much
is
damage
taking
as
so
well.
much damage as well from the ult.
Oh, MD?
Yeah, no, MD is in trouble. That was
Oh.
almost amazing.
I mean, it was basically a 2v4, and then they still somehow got bursted, and then those and I still somehow got bursted with Oracle there. So I don't think Shinx expected his Zeus to get melted in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hard to react, but now there's
That is
actually a really big win condition, because I think even if Donadai is still pretty tanky, because he has 1.2k HP and he's really like high movement speed, so I think even with Castaway, even if he didn't have Aegis, I think MD would have killed him in like 3 seconds as well, but there is Oracle, so that is the main problem. But I think anyone else other than Aghanims, as long as the Oracle's dead, MD can kill just solo really quickly.
Yeah, that's all thanks to the Imp Claw, though, because it does so much damage on the first hit. You saw how quickly Zeus's health dropped there.
Okay, it's looking more winnable for WRG. I know we also saw how Costa went onto Petunia, but even for Petunia only has the Blade Mill. Oh, you also got Costa?
Yeah,
He did
well,
so much damage just with the Suck and Exorcism. Okay.
yeah,
Half his HP gone.
they do have a lot of poke, especially considering that Castaway does have his Desolator up now. Speaking of items that are up, Blade Fury is up on the PA, so the clock has started ticking.
Yeah, but he's going for his Battlefield is still going for the BKB, which I still would prefer the Deso over the Battlefield, but MD is creating a lot of space with Petunia to make this Battlefield, it might be viable. Well, we have to see how much pressure Sinfire can put on to the map.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's if he wins it.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to repeat that.
Okay, sorry. They are going in here now, Sin 5. They do have an insane engagement range with Castaway. That is crazy.
The Reapers. Yeah, that's why I'm scared of when he gets the Blink Dagger. Like, unless he gets a 5-man, 4-man Black Hole, he's just gonna die. Because he's gonna die to Zeus, he's gonna die to the Ember Spirit, he's gonna die to the Slaughter. So I don't know. He doesn't have the protection to like save him from all this damage. So unless he gets like a 5-man Black Hole, 4-man Black Hole, it's pretty hard. Petunia, top lane?
Yeah, Aghanim is thirsty. Oh!
Okay.
Jeez.
But Andy might pay with his life here. I don't know if it's really worth it, because he is the guy creating his space, and
Yeah. He
and
did
he was
get
so
kill
close.
damage.
Yeah, but I would much prefer Andy to be just farming his BKB and then get the dual damage, because that BKB is way more important for the fight overall than what measly like 30 damage.
Yeah.
Because 30 damage is not going to really help him in the fight, but a BKB is going to help him in the fight, and now his BKB is really delayed.
Yeah.
Castaway onto Harry. Harry doesn't really have anything for this.
Yeah, no, Harry's just gonna go down just because of the solar crest. Holy crap, look at the armor reduction. My lord.
Oh, Repo. Oh no, Repo.
Just
Under
gets
tier 3s.
deleted. Okay, so the armor reduction from Slaughter's Corrosive Haze is 15, plus
And then on top of
Six.
the Solar Crest,
yeah, plus 6 from Deathslayer, so that's 21, and then Solar Crest is
removes
8,
8.
so 29 armor just gone.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Is
so
it-
to give you an idea of how much that is,
Oh, bottom
Oh.
lane, Aghanim?
yeah, he got
He has the
that.
bash upping a few. Oh,
That's nice.
one more bash, and I don't think MD gets to deal damage, but that's a great pick for MD.
Yeah, that gave him the BKB.
But 21 minus armor, that's enough to make positive RDK top lane. Whew,
Oh,
that's a crit. Okay.
yeah, that's
That's-
the thing about PA. It doesn't matter how far behind she is. If she's lucky, you're going to die.
I mean, it's not even if you're lucky. It's just a back. She does so much damage to the backline. It's insane. Like, unless Dota and Die has, like, Ghost Scepter, Grillimer Cape, with the Oracle, even with RDK just with the Battle Fury phase, it does so much damage onto the backlines.
Yeah. Just to give you an idea of how much that armor reduction was, by the way, Slaughter's basic attack against Death Prophet did 425 damage.
But you're in top lane, Aghanim is coming, but it's a really long TP, but I think they're still gonna catch him. He's really fast.
Yeah, he does have Yules, and I would use it.
Dude, this kill's so hard just because of the SS, and he still has Yules for Aghanim.
Yeah, and then he's just doing damage all around. No,
He
he's
almost
gonna
killed
go
the Slaughter and the Oracle
down. Yeah,
at
that-
the same time. That's ridiculous. That hero's insane.
yeah, Death Prophet is really strong. You need to basically burst her down, and prolonged fights, she just does so much damage.
Prolonged fights with the Alcy and DP, it's not good for you. But Sin 5 is all about burst, right? They all about the Aghanim jump in straight with the Castaway, with the end Berserker Slide, and then they just go with the Zeus combo. It's all about burst.
Yeah.
Look at
Are
Reaper.
they-
Reaper does have his Blink Dagger up. It's really far away from his BKB though.
Yeah, but I like the way that Sin 5 is positioning themselves. They always have either the Oracle or the Zeus in different positions ready for their black hole.
I mean, Sin 5 rotated really quickly in the early game, but WRG is also responding. Mostly, like, RDK got the kill on the Zeus, trade after MD got the solo kill on Aghanim, which is, like, it's great that WRG is responding as quickly as Sin 5.
Yeah,
probably just
MD
gonna wait
and
for
Harry
Roshan.
have smoked up, so it looks like they are going to shock round and try and kill someone. Doom Bunny looks like it's going to be their target.
He needs to be careful because if MD deals Doom Bunny, he's gonna get killed straight afterwards. So
Oh, let's see if you're right. Gets the win. The rest of Sin 5 are here, but here comes RDK. And he's just focusing
so
down
low.
the
But
Zeus.
MD does have his VKB, so
Needs to watch out.
RDK BKB as well.
Yeah, RDK has BKB. The Battle Fury just managed to accelerate her farm so much.
That's not really what you wanted from a 10-second BKB. So MD is actually tied net worth with MD because MD has been getting all the kills and the RDK just with the space has just been farming. Also getting some solo kills. Which
Yeah.
is really nice. Like even though he's 1 for 3, it's like if he just gets his item time with his death soul, it doesn't matter what his KDA is. He's just gonna do so much damage to the backline. Smoking Bison 5.
Yeah.
Catch Repo.
Oh, the ult has given them so much information. They're just going down on the Enigma.
Repo can't do anything. He's
Reaper.
way too low. He's just gonna die from one slide.
Yeah,
MD?
this is a problem.
No.
MD.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, no, this is an unfortunate fight. Black Hole,
So
they
the-
are going to get Dota and die. MD is doing so much
Jesus.
damage. Holy crap.
I mean, if Schlink just died, Cosmo's chasing for Harry.
Yeah,
Harry?
they're going to get Harry. Is he TPing out? Is he going to get out? What a player, man.
I think that fight would have gone into into WRG's favor. I think even 5-man wipe WRG, I mean Sin 5, if Schlinks didn't get the ulti off, because that stole so much time of MD for the duel. Because if that would that's like 5 seconds where MD was stuck in the duel damage. He wasn't able to kill Aghanim quick enough, and that's 5 damage, 5 seconds where he was able to easily kill like Castaway or something. So, like someone, RDK needs to find Shlinks in the backline, but he kind of got jumped by Aghanim. So
I think
Repo?
the problem. Oh, Repo is going to get very low here from the Oracle.
Castaway
is coming. Oh,
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Castaway needs to be careful here. The rest of the team is here, and he doesn't have any of his remnants. Okay.
They don't really have the cash. Harry's pretty put. He doesn't have the Ether Lens. He doesn't have the Blink Dagger. He has to buy his full defensive item with the 2 fluffy hats.
That is unfortunate. Psychic Headband, where they don't have any like super strong interior. The only person who could really put that on is Death Prophet, and she has the Elven Tunic.
I think you can put it on. You can put it on Rubik. Like I think they need to play Rubik for the catch because they really don't have any catch on WRG. They need to just play Rubik for the catch because he's telekinesis with the Psychic Headband would actually be ridiculously good for catch.
Yeah, with all the armor reduction, they managed to get Roshan very quickly, and now they've smoked up and they're immediately going in for the fight. Zeus does have the ult, so he can ult for the vision again to make their.
If he ultis now and they see MD, he's gonna have to pop his BKB.
Yeah, but he is getting out of there.
They're looking to cut RDK off though. Yikes.
Yeah, and here comes the ult. They see where everyone is, and they know they can just go in here.
Oh, RDK is going in with the BKB.
RDK
Shinx did use his False Promise, so everyone's pretty vulnerable to the deal down by MD.
Oh, but here comes the leash. They need to run away. Oh my lord. Damage. Oh, he's got Aghanim in the duel, but there comes the Oracle. No, the Oracle ult isn't out. Gets the duel win. Buyback from RDK and Death Prophet. Death Prophet ult
is going to do so much damage in this game. Repo?
Oh, yeah,
no black hole.
Repo has no black hole, but the Midnight Pulse does so much damage anyway.
Aghanim did buyback, but he's really far away though.
RDK going on Castaway. Castaway doesn't have any spirits. I think he's dead here.
Aghanim's coming? No, I think he's chilling.
No, he's fine.
That was a really costly fight for both sides. Sim 5 lost Aegis, but they did get the buyback from the PA and the DP, so that's pretty worth it. But Aghanim also bought back at the same time.
Yeah,
but that was just unfortunate for. It was just unfortunate for WRG because I don't think they expected the Grimstroke ulti to reach that far. And if RDK didn't bind to MD, I think MD would have just dueled like someone and just instantly killed them. That was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, MD is doing so much damage. He has 210 dual damage.
He's kind of just carrying. Harry's been a bit quiet the same, but there's really not much he can do. It's like he can't. There's not big ulti that he can steal to get like the 5-man Tidehunter Ravage or the 5-man Chronosphere. Like there's no. He just has to play passive, just play around his telekinesis and just steal any spells that might help, like maybe False Promise or even like Stroke of Fate. This is fine.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Rubik's Sleight of Fist is something to watch out for.
Actually, Rubik's Sleight of Fist is actually pretty good because it puts you out of harm's way while you can get, because he can slide a wave and then he can lift.
Yeah,
so he gets like that
telekinesis
extra range. So like if Emissary is here and the slide reaches it, but his lift doesn't, he can slide and then he can lift in during the slide. Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty good, but it's a lot of things it's a lot of buttons to press and it requires high discipline.
Yeah, I just want to say that Dota and Dai does have the Arcane Blink, so he is going to be putting out a ton of damage when he uses it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Reaper's gonna survive. Oh, MD bottom lane?
Oh.
That could have been dangerous for Aghanim. He does have the cheese, but I'm pretty sure MD can kill him in the dual damage without help from anyone on his team.
Especially because he has Skull Basher now.
Skull Basher to counteract the bash of the Slaughter. Cool.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to see any Aghanim Scepters or Shards from any of these teams?
Just by looking at the shards, I think Zeus
MD is getting engaged on. Oh, here comes the duel.
He didn't BKB though. Reaper got silence in the back, and black hole.
Great silence. Oh, they're gonna kill Aghanim though. And here comes the BKB MD. That is so scary. Holy cow. Just
Only
charging.
Keystroke has his BKB and he's manning up.
Oh,
the
taking so
bash,
much
there's noise.
Oh. Castaway is godlike with the double kill.
Only needs to be careful, he does not have his BKB out.
He is disarmed though. Oh.
Uh-oh.
You hate to see
Petunia's
it.
here. Wait, where was Petunia the whole fight? He's coming late to these fights, but he might get like 2 double kills or something.
Yeah. He is taking a lot of damage though. He can use himself. Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's so
Blade
fun.
mail.
Blade mail.
Oh, I
Stroke
like
of
it.
fate. Oh no.
I mean, if Petunia was there earlier, I think
yeah,
they
that
would've-
fight would have gone.
I think the fight would have gone way better for W, but I think there might have been a miscommunication here because MD has been like just solo killing, and maybe he just doesn't communicate that he wants to go deal this guy or something. I don't know, but if Petunia was there earlier, I think the fight would have gone way better.
Yeah.
Also, if MD popped BKB before, because he got, I think that millisecond where he got stunned by the Zeus just costed him the Aghanim dual damage kill, because Aghanim was like 300 HP off.
Yeah. Also,
deal
the
kill.
silence on Repo from.
Now that was really quick reaction time by
Yeah.
the Grimstroke.
If that hadn't happened, I think that might have been a wipe of all the 3 people there, just because of the getting black holed while the duel's going. So Aghanim would have died, and then MD could have just turned around and slaughtered the other 2.
I mean, 100%. I mean, Repo's getting closer and closer to his BKB, and the magic damage from the Zeus and the silence no longer would be a problem, but it's still based on how Aghanim play, because he can still kill the Enigma really quickly. Well, depends on who gets the jump.
Yeah. All right. Our producer just told me to tell chat, when there's a really big hole, he wants to see clips of it. Yeah, 1 clip for every viewer.
Rodney?
God!
Jesus.
Crap!
Dude, Costaway, he's going in.
Castaway is going in. Oh no, he's going out with the
Oh no,
turrets.
MD, not like that.
30
like
damage
that.
on Zeus. 30 damage on Zeus.
Dude, ODK overstepped, but he does have his BKB though, but he's taking so much chip damage.
Yeah, he needs to watch out.
I don't actually know what the MD was doing. Like, I know he was jumping the moment when they might have been caught off guard, but there's no ways you're gonna get a deal damage off of the Zeus when there's an Oracle and the Star just waiting. So I think that's a huge misplay on the MD. I think maybe he got too eager to kill the Zeus. He got tunnel vision.
Yeah. What do you think of PA going Manta style rather than Desolator?
Manta style, it does the spell.
Oh lord! Speaking of the PA, taking so much magic damage.
I guess he needs to be careful. He only has 2 more seconds of Ziggy and
Yeah, and here comes Castaway.
Oh, the silence.
Oh, the silence.
That's actually
So
ridiculous timing.
Oh, and here comes the BKB from Death Prophet.
They leashed again.
The leash. It just causes so much positioning troubles. E-Blade again from the Zeus. Arcane Blink E-Blade Zeus is just disgusting to watch happen.
I mean, going back to the Manta thing, it's the main problem for him right now is that once he uses his BKB, he cannot go back into the fight. If there's more than like 3 heroes alive, more than like 2 heroes alive on the side of Sin 5, so he needs to either dispel the corrosive haze, because even if he has the corrosive haze, it's really
coming in.
difficult
So
for him to fight.
WLG MD is up again, so they look like they want to try and take this fight with the black hole.
There's no way he kills Aghanim again with the
Oh,
Oracle.
he gets him! Oh, the black hole cancelled! No! Oh, God, watching that felt so bad. The perfect black hole, but it got cancelled.
Also, it's still kind of
Castaway is
vibing, doing so much
He's
damage,
doing
though.
so much damage. And that's a wipe. That is a wipe. I don't think Harry's getting away from this one. Yeah, no. Dodo die with the blink. 2 buybacks from MD and Harry.
I'm surprised that MD was even able to get off the dual damage duel onto the slot. Like, Don't you have an oracle for that? Like, I'm so surprised MD was able to get that off when
Yeah,
there was 4 heroes behind him. So I think maybe oracle just cut off guard, but that should not happen. If that happens to your Zeus or happens to your Ember Spirit, then the fight goes way worse. So I think
Yeah.
Shinx needs to kind of be more careful with just positioning himself to ulti whoever gets going on by the MD duel.
Yeah. Schlinks is just looking at Aghanim and he's like, this isn't yours, this is mine. Minotaur Horn.
That's
is
like the
good
perfect.
pick.
I think that's the perfect item for RDK actually, because if you just MD, all he has to do is just. I think he's tanky enough to survive the damage, but RDK, once he uses his BKB, he's kind of just used to. But MD can purge off the silence. He can purge off, or not the silence. He can purge off the corrosive hate, but RDK can't. So I think he needs to take the Minotaur Horn over the Paladins.
Yeah. It is a testament to the skill of White Rabbit Gaming that they do have a chance to come back into this game. Leveler and Slaughter.
Level on Slaughter and the MKB. Actually, the Slaughter is really poor. I'm kind of surprised. He's actually really poor. He only has 2 items in 41 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure
Castaway.
he's been taking up the farm. I think Castaway just been taking up all the farm.
Yeah. Castaway has
Oh,
so
Reaper.
much farm.
Reaper, what are you doing here? Hello? He has the gem as well.
Oh no, that is a bad idea. Who's getting the Aghanims on Sin 5? Okay, and it's Zeus. He got the Aghanim shot. I agree with that.
I mean, they all have pretty good. Like, if Doom Money gets the Aghanims and he gets a portrait of RDK or MD, oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, you just send that onto the Enigma or onto the Rubik backline, and they literally zone out the fights, especially with the LC one. But the Zeus Aghanim is just way more burst damage.
Yeah, they are going in for this tower, and they're just going to use Castaway as like a bait, just because he has the Aegis.
Doran is not here, but Slinks is at the back. I'm hoping he can get the false promise on whoever gets dueled. Oh, Jesus, that stagger crit onto Doom Bunny. Pop the A on this.
That's good. The Aeon Disc being offline for 100 seconds is great for our WRG.
I mean, it's so even without the Aeon, it's so hard to go. He has the Stormcrafter, he has the Yosef, he has the Ghost Scepter, and without Nullifier or any purges on the side of WRG, it's hard for RDK to jump with this Grimstroke. If you jump with this Oracle, he also has Blink Dagger and he has Ghost Scepter, so it's a really hard game for RDK to jump.
I would just like to say it is a massive credit to WRG that it doesn't feel like they're out of this game, despite the fact that it's a 32,000 net
I mean,
worth
all
lead.
it takes is just Petunia playing a bit more aggressively, and he just zones like 2 to 3 heroes out with his Exorcism, because he won't die. And all it takes is just Reaper to get like a crucial black hole, not even on like 5 heroes, like 5 hero black holes, nice. But for him to just get a black hole onto even the Oracle and Doom Bunny backlines, while RDK just gets to work on the Slaughter, it's really close. All it takes is just one fight. But
Minotaur Horn
WRG needs to execute it perfectly.
as well.
It's all based on who MD. If MD is able to get the quick dual kill on anyone, and it's all dependent on Repo. The black holes, everything.
The vision they gain from that Zeus ult is like so insane.
RDK, he did jump in onto cost. Jeez.
He does have the Minotaur Horn. He still has his BKB. Oh,
Lynx gets the false promise. That's a yikes.
Very good.
I mean,
But
Aghanim is zoned out, and RDK still has his
Yeah.
BKB because he only popped his Minotaur.
And Petunia is just busy keeping everyone else away. They have killed
Lord.
both
Oh, Doom
Aghanim
Bunny?
and... Oh no, he's getting healed up. He's also going to go down, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do.
Yeah, no, he's
I mean,
dead.
it's like you said, like, it's so easy it's like so close. This game, even for the kills of 48 to 26, the net worth is 30k ahead, but that's mostly just Doom Bunny. I mean, the Zeus and mostly Costway, but that fight seemed really easy. They didn't use Black Hole, they didn't get anyone killed, and RDK still had his 6-second BKB. He only used the Minotaur Horn.
Yeah, and so the black hole is still up, and now he also has an arcane rune, so he's going to pop it on the first person he sees.
Radiant's middle tower
I mean, they all three did no buyback on the Oracle Grimsword. Those are your crucial backlines.
Oh,
So he's doing
Lord.
so much damage. And
Oh,
he has
I'd
dual
watch
up.
out.
The Crossword needs to
Okay.
be careful. No. There's
He's doing so much damage, Castaway. He's just
one more
playing with
slide.
these people. Yeah, he comes. Oh,
RDK.
Toto die. He gets cancelled the TP with flames. And Petunia's the only one who gets out. That black hole not actually catching Castaway is so huge.
I mean, I don't think you Black Hole Castaway because it's so easy for him to, especially when he's around so many heroes, just for him to put out one slide and then just run it out. I think it's so hard for you have to leave the Black Hole for someone else. You have to let MD deal with the Castaway. Ember Spirit, but he has Link and MD doesn't have any way to pop it except for Abyssal. But if he Abyssals, Castaway just instantly joins out. So
Yeah,
not the Black Hole we were looking for, but
yeah,
still have a chance.
Speaking of Abyssal, it is up on RDK. So that's something they have to watch out for in the next fight. But I think this is going to, with 5 up on Sin 5 and only 3 coming up for WRG, I don't know if they can hold this.
I mean, MD is hard carrying this game so hard, but it's so difficult for everyone else on his team to do anything.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one who has enough damage to actually do anything, except for RDK, but RDK has to jump the back lines. You can't jump the front lines because they just get killed.
Yeah. Aegis is up for Castaway, so if he dies now, that's his only life. Except, of course, the fact that he has a massive amount of gold in the bank and buyback.
I mean, the good thing about that Black Hole is that Repo did use it with the Arcane Rune, and it is up. This might catch Sin 5 off, but I think they might have seen the Arcane.
Yeah. They are positioning as if Black Hole was up anyway.
I mean, that's just great heads up play. Okay, now MD's up. WRG, what are you gonna do? Smoke up on the backlines?
Yeah, here they come.
The Black
Oh!
Hole?
No, alt!
No,
Oh,
that's
a
way
great
too late.
Black
of a Black
Hole, but... Oh no. The ult. The Oracle ult on Castaway. He does eventually go down.
RDK is still like, he does have BD, we only popped the Minotaur on, so I mean, Aghanim does not have any farm to deal with this.
Yeah. Oh my
never mind.
lord. Dota does need to be careful here.
I think RDK is gonna die.
A
Doesn't
ton-
have Ezekiel up.
Oh, and he manages to kill
Vegeta.
RDK.
I don't think Vegeta wants to fight inside
Yeah,
those two.
Don't fight inside the lightning field. If you can help it. And they're picking up.
They did recover the gem.
Yep.
Cool.
The career.
I mean, that was a 2-man black hole on by Reaper, but I think it was way too. He needed to black hole. There was an opportunity for him to black hole the Oracle, Ember Spirit, and the Slaughter, and probably the Grimstroke, and also would have kept MD alive at the same time. So that black hole was just like a few seconds off, but that costed the fight really hectic. Like they still got 4 kills, but if the black hole was just a bit earlier, they would have gotten the fight would have been way cleaner. They wouldn't have lost so many lives.
And with the barracks that have been taken out, this map is going to start feeling really claustrophobic for WRG. Even more so than it already was.
I mean, it's even hard for any of them to split push because of Zeus and Castaways and Ember Spirit's Aghanim. So it's going to be so hard for any of them to split push.
There is a Lotus Orb now on the DP. So maybe...
I mean, Pujina's doing a really good job. He's praying the front line. He's doing a lot of damage to the back, but it always seems like he's the one, MD is the one initiating. And it's not Pujina, because Pujina needs to draw the attention of the front line, and then MD and RDK needs to work on the back line. It always seems to MD has to be the sacrificial lamb for WRG to actually get any kills done. And I don't think that's Castaway.
60 damage on Castaway from the duel. He is going to be doing so much damage.
He
does have BKB.
as well.
Oh no. All of the armor.
So much damage.
Yeah. The 60 duel damage on Castaway really showed. the problem with doing that.
He is. I don't even want to say he's glass cannony because he doesn't have like the BKB, he doesn't have the Aeon to save him, but he has 3.6k health, and he has the Lincolns, and with the Minutes of Horn, it's just he has so much HP.
Yeah, it's also really hard to actually engage on him.
Repo, please don't get caught out like this.
Oh,
Thank God.
Is under attack.
Okay,
Slithering
Repo,
Crush on
we're
Harry.
15 minutes. Let's wait for the black hole. Okay, False Promise is used.
Okay. Yeah, False Promise has been used, so the next duel does kill someone. BKB used for Repo. I don't know what that was about. But...
More deal damage? Cool.
300 duel damage.
I mean, he's doing so much damage, but they need to keep him alive. That's the main thing. I think they need to keep this LC alive, which they kind of need to throw lives just to save MD. If MD is caught out position. And no way, Roche is up at the same time.
Just came back.
But BKB is down for Enigma for a few more seconds and Exorcism, but WG needs to keep a close eye on his road because they can take it real quick with Slaughter and how much damage Cosmo is doing.
We're eventually going to see just 1,000 damage Legion Commander versus a 10,000 damage Ember Spirit.
They have a really good, so they have a really good ward here to spot out whenever they're coming, but they need to go into this pit faster because they're gonna if they don't catch.
Oh, this is gonna be insane. Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh, Reaper, what
the RDK now has the Aegis, but the Legion and the Enigma is dead. The Aegis has been popped for the PA. Can maybe TP out of here. Nope. The Nemesis manages to stun her, and now Petunia is the only one left. And
what the hell just happened to his HP?
All the armor reduction.
Oh my God.
And I think that's GG. That is the game.
I think that's GG. I mean, Repo got a really good back on the pit, but once...
Jesus Christ.
Dire's middle tower.
One slide from Castaway and Repo's HP went from 100 to like 20%, and then all it took was one more slide, and then that back was cancelled short.
There's the GG coming out from WRG. Very well played by both teams.
I mean, I think this is the longest game Ten 5 has played in the tournament, because it's all been 14 minutes to 20 minutes, and I think WRG to push Ten 5 to like the 15-minute mark is really good. And we'll talk more about it after the break, 15 minutes or 10 minutes either.
Yeah, we'll see you guys after the break. We've been told it is a 15-minute break, so grab a cup of coffee or a glass of water or any other healthy alternative, and we'll catch you guys then.
Puffy's going to come in, push him here. He's going to find him. Unfortunately, he's not going to find all the frags. Oh, Chili's done it. He's won the round. One on
to Boston, lives in a world she's lost in, victim of compromise. He's staring at her Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's whistling the catacombs, a paradox. He's in love with the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. shed serious. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that I wasted moments, full of potential.